This is Super Series Bowls. Welcome to the Australian Indoor Championships for the final time in 2010. Yes, it's the last match of what has been another incredibly successful Australian Indoor Championship. Who's going to be the champion in 2010? It's going to be a new one because out of our two finalists, neither has won it before. And what an enticing final it is, with top seed Brett Wilkie making it through to play the giant killer, if you will, Big Jimmy Anderson, who knocked out last year's champion in Anthony Keepy. Well, we might never have another era like the 9-time champion Steve Glasson set up, but Shuey, what about our two finalists today? How do you rate them?
Well, Brett Wilkie will start favourite. He's won a world title. He's won the Australian Open. That's the outdoor singles title. Yet to win the indoor. Katrina Wright did it this year. Maybe it's Brett Wilkie's turn today.
But he knows he's up against a tough opponent in Jamie.
And he's a big opponent too. He's not the sort of guy you'd want to get on the wrong side of. He played brilliant in the semi-final, Jamie Anderson. This should be a thrilling matchup.
And ready to take up the commentary with Ian is Quentin Hull.
Thanks, Steve. A great scene for one of the premier days in Australian bowls. The men's final of the indoor. And our marker is John Parker Smith. He'll keep us in touch from the head. And a man chasing his own unique slice of history today, Brett Wilkie. World number 5, the favourite. One of the most likeable characters going around on the tour at the moment, but Big Jimmy, he'll have something to say about it. Jamie Anderson from Capalaba, also a very likeable young man. He's made a lot of friends this tournament. A very unique style of delivery, but highly talented. I think it's a great matchup for the final, Shuey.
It is, Quentin. Brett Wilkie, for the last 3 years, he's been the marker in the final. Good win over Brendan Baker.
Yes, we've seen a few players over the years of Super Series bowls take the step up from marking a big contest for us to actually playing in it, and Brett Wilkie is one of those. And look, as much as Jimmy Anderson's the underdog, the fact that he beat the defending champion Anthony Keepy is probably, well, just enough to really highlight what we already knew. This guy has got ability.
He's current Queensland singles champion. Also won the Salisbury Super Bowl singles this year. A tough event to win with several hundred participants. Having a wow of a year.
As is this man, fresh back from representing Australia at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi. And if he succeeds here, he will become the first man ever to win the Golden Nugget and the Australian Indoor at Tweed in the same year. He's got a couple of shots here. Yes, the Golden Nugget, the prestigious outdoor tournament. This is the most prestigious indoor tournament. Interestingly enough, it has been done. Maria Rigby, the women's champion of 2005 here at the indoor, also won the Nugget. So she stands alone as a player who's done the Nugget indoor double, but no man has been able to achieve that feat, and that's something that Brett Wilkie can achieve today if he succeeds here. Well, this big guy, he's getting a bit of a following.
Almost 2 metres. It's 6'6" in the old scale. I think he's the tallest bowler I've ever seen on the international scene.
A third for Wilkie, so this will be massive pressure early on. Is it going to stop? Yep. 3. How are your nerves early on, Jamie Anderson?
If Big Jimmy could draw this, Quentin, that would be an enormous boost for his confidence in this final. Might have the reverse effect if he misses.
Track looks okay if he's pushed it. Oh, which way will it fall? Might not matter. That's very close to shot. I think it might be shot. Yes, he's got it. Oh, well played. The underdog, under pressure early on, sucks it up and produces a beauty to take the first shot in the final.
One of the most radical deliveries you'll ever see. The stance on the mat, very open. The bowl's way out to the side. The feet all over the place. The head down. But the backswing and the follow through, even though he dumps the bowl, bounces it away, he has grooved this imperfect technique to get perfect results.
Anderson now opting to have last bowl, having won the previous end. Well, mid-range length for this jack. Getting to the longer scale. What are the minimums and maximums allowed here in the indoor rink at Tweed Heads, Shuey?
It's 33, or 32.8 actually, maximum distance, and 23 metres minimum. Australia have put up a request to go back to the 21 metre minimum length, but I don't think that will succeed. Huge end, that first end, Quentin, for Jamie Anderson to draw that shot when he was 3 down. It's just what you need. First time in a big final, televised. It's a nerve-wracking experience. The grandstands are so close. Brett Wilkie, he's been here many, many times. Not only here, but in the UK as well.
Long pre-shot routine, as we were alluding to.
Self-taught.
Very close here. Gee, weight was good. Wilkie gets quite low, doesn't he? He really has the weight of his body on that left knee, the leading leg.
He does get very good weight transference forward at the point of release. Tidied up beautifully. Very important here. He'll be reaching up with some degree of weight, Quentin, but if he misses this shot, it's important to keep your bowl on the rink and have the best back bowl, not to play too much weight and lose the bowl in the ditch.
Again, just looking a little narrow on that forehand wing.
Well, now he's got no position at all behind. So he really has minimised his options now with the last bowl. That's a poor bowl. Brett Wilkie, he might even look to push the shot bowl onto the jack or just place one behind.
So the Wiz has 2. Last bowl for him.
Backhand, running for cover.
Oh, could cover and count. Well, is he happy enough to go that far through, Shuey?
I think it's okay because Big Jimmy, he's got no position. He's got the 3 blue bowls to the right, nothing down the line and nothing on the left. This is fraught with danger. Any wonder he's not in a rush to go back and play it.
As we say, perhaps second shot would be a good result here for Anderson, just to drop the 1. If things go perfectly, you never know, he might be able to pinch a shot. Last bowl of the end. It was narrow with his previous 2. This one might be just a little wide. Yeah, so overcorrecting, trying to get the line right. Wilkie's first strike. He'll take a couple. And he'll lead by 2-1 after 2 ends. Two ends to 1 to the underdog, Jamie Anderson. But Wilkie picked up a double in the second end. So that's the reason why we're tied at 2. You see, top left. Throughout the contest, you can see the score from each end.
Wouldn't be totally happy at the moment, Brett Wilkie. He's just not nailing the centre line, Quentin. When you're playing against a classy opponent, you can ill afford to sit the bowls alongside the jack. Makes it very easy to convert. Better off to be a little bit further away, short or long, on the line than sitting alongside the jack like that. Doubt very much whether that will stay the shot.
Well, that's unlucky because of that because of that bowl from Wilkie. It just does allow your opponent to reach with a bit of weight. I mean, you're unlucky not to get the bowl out or the jack. I mean, it wasn't really cooking, but he just knew, well, I don't have to be perfect with weight here if I get the line right, because there was a bit of a backer there.
Interesting now to see whether he plays the same shot, Quentin.
Well, he's got the catcher.
Is it 2 down now? This, you know, if you have bad luck, this is where you could drop a 4, but really you should come back now and just draw close. Don't think about reaching up this time. You've already got the hole once. A very good effective rate for this final.
Well, he's just taken a bit of juice off.
Smart move.
Not
Second
shot, but yep.
Now he can go back for the conversion of his next. That's where the mistake tactically a lot of players make. They just always try to get the shot too early by playing weight too soon. I think he'll make the conversion now. He's got one behind. He's got second that's protected out of sight from the mat.
Well, if his semi-finals anything to go by, he was very good at moving the jack. His victory over Anthony Keepy was Big Jimmy.
Very good setup with the bowl. The fingers are behind the bowl, not underneath, and that takes all the pressure off the ligaments of the arm and the hand.
Might be a bit wide out there.
He's got 2 behind. Wiz, he won't know what to do now. Wizzy needs another bowl close. He needs a bowl behind on the right.
What's happened to him a couple of times, just on that forehand, he's been trying to just get a little bit more carpet, but taking too much.
Too much, yep. It's a sticky hand, meaning, Quentin, if you get out marginally wide with a little bit of weight, it just sticks and runs straight. Get underneath the line with soft weight, it'll swoop away. It's so precise, the forehand towards the club when you're playing conversion shots. Wiz is in big trouble. He's holding 1. He's in danger of dropping a 4. He must firstly think about getting a bowl near the jack, but he's also got to cover the back. Can't do that with just one delivery. I think he's just running for cover and hope that Big Jimmy misses the shot bowl.
Oh, it's a bit sticky out there too.
Oh, that's a deliberate bowl. He's covering the trail, Quentin, but the bowl, obviously, the bowl's bigger than the jack, so it's every likelihood he'll sit the bowl out. Great opportunity for 3 or 4 shots.
But 1 down as it stands. Can he get the line right this time out on this forehand? I think he likes it a bit better. Ooh, this is close. Jack! Dear me. Twice in the end he's found the hole, having just slightly kissed the Wilkie shot bowl. Twice, yes, we know, we saw it. Here's a look at the second occasion. Oh dear, no one's going to help you up there. What's going on? Hope you're enjoying the opening phases of the men's singles final at the Australian Indoor for 2010. A fresh face And a talented one at that, so it seems. Jamie Anderson, so close to a big result in the previous end. But Brett Wilkie able to claim his second end and third shot to lead by 3-2. The men's event at the Australian Indoor dates back to 1988. Dennis Dalton, the first ever winner. We cruised down that honour board. Alex Matthews, Rex Johnston, the current Australian coach, has won this title a couple of times. Trevor Morris, Dennis Katunarich and Ian Taylor, names from the early days of this event. And my co-commentator, Ian Schuback, back-to-back in 95-96. And then, well, a great era of domination. Steve Glaston winning the title 9 times. And of recent times, Kelvin Kirko went back-to-back in 06 and 07. Anthony Keepe, the defending champion, beaten in the semi-final, and Leif Selby, the winner in 2008. That pretty much wraps up the honour board. So we'll get another new name on the trophy, as was the case in the women's singles. So great to have a year where we'll have 2 new names on the 2 trophies for the men and women at the indoor.
Just a poor lapse of concentration. There's Big Jimmy's family there, Penny, wife, and little Harry.
Did bring the sign.
Harrison. Yeah, I think he's still concerned about that previous end. The weight right on the back foot and on the heel. Very unusual, but good weight transference forward at the point of release. The timing is very good. That's really 2 poor bowls after a good opening bowl. He's still thinking about that missed opportunity on the previous end. Wiz will make you pay if you don't really put the pressure on. He'll have no trouble at all to draw a second shot here. Or a third. Currently holding 2.
Make it 3. And a bit more tidy.
He's got to be careful. He's only got 1 bowl near the jack. If he's going to play weight and miss, he must miss narrow, not wide. Draw shot.
He's going for the dead draw. Might take 1 out of the count, but oh dear, might not have in the end. No, 3 down still. Well, here's the move. You get the feeling in the first set. Brett Wilkie would, 7 out of 10 times draw this, Huey?
At least. He's got a backboard of 3 bowls to rest on. He's just drawn close to the jack. He would expect to make this.
Which would shoot him to a 7-2 lead for the lot in the 5th end. Doesn't want to move the jack. And missed. Well, he knows that's a lost opportunity.
3.
Crowd giggling a little bit. Well, Brett Wilkie smiling, but we know that he'd be disappointed not to take 3 shots, but not to take all 4. 3 still a good result for him to go 6-2 ahead. Two ends to play in the first set of the men's final, and this is turning out to be a real treat. Brett Wilkie looking to become the first man to complete the Golden Nugget Australian Indoor Double at Tweed. The Nugget, the prestigious outdoor tournament. This the biggest indoor event in Australia. But the big man from Capalaba, Jamie Anderson, has come from the clouds. Well, in a sense, he's got some excellent credentials at state level, but this is his biggest day, and he's acquitting himself beautifully to date.
Made the quarterfinal at the Queensland Open singles. play much better than that.
You just stand back and appreciate it now.
A very, very important end for both players here, Quentin. Whoever wins this end will give the mat away, play last. So, whichever player wins this end, they would expect to win the first set. Doesn't always work out, but at the moment, advantage Anderson.
Really feel the tension and hear that bowl drop onto the surface because of the silence among the crowd.
I like this bowl if it passes the yellow. Not ideal.
Just got a bit sticky again, that sticky side.
That forehand, it just refuses to turn, and Wilkie's playing the backhand, which is a slightly slower side than the forehand and a wider arc. This side swoops more as the bowl slows down. Fairly easy conversion shot on a wide swinging hand, but he's missed it wide. One bullet left.
How far past the jack is Brett's second shot?
8 inches.
8 inches.
So does Anderson run for cover now?
Depends how he's feeling. I think he's playing well enough to just nail the line. 15 centimetres short of the jack, Quentin, for 2.
Well, he looks to be reaching.
Down. Down.
Not going to be short. Well, not a...
It's finished okay.
Not a disastrous result. Yeah, that's a pretty handy home for that bowl. Nestled in among the gold bowls of Wilkie there, so if there's any movement of the jack, it's not going to be a massive count for Wilkie, you wouldn't think.
Brett will play just half a metre of weight now, Quentin. Just rest on the shot bowl or try to nudge the jack down the line.
The hot favourite under pressure late in the first set. Down 1, his last bowl of the penultimate end. How's this looking?
Oh!
It'll hit something.
Yes!
It's got the shot. It's a couple. Get out of my way. The whiz is coming through. Great bowl from Wilkie. That is a beauty. Oh, and there we see a bit of a fist pump from the normally reserved Brett Wilkie. Oh, a little one under the ribs there. Okay, mate, do your best now. Intense concentration.
Set down.
Well, nominally anyway.
You would think if he drops 2 here, even if he got second shot, it'd be... Oh, he's driving.
And
he's got the spot covered.
yes, he loves it. All right, Big Jimmy. He's got the big wheels pumping. Has thumped that jack into the sideboard. It'll be respotted. Well, the marker hasn't actually respotted it for us, but you can see the chalk on the rink. We'll give you another look at it. Anderson picks up 1 for 7-6. And just to explain, we didn't see where the jack was respotted, but it's gone way off the rink. And there's a big white spot you can see on the rink there. Well, with the jack having gone beyond the bounds, that's where they put it back. And Anderson had the closest. Oh, the thrust and parry of this contest has been fantastic. We saw Brett Wilkie play a beauty with his last of the previous end, gave a little digging fist pump, and then Anderson, well, he just let the beast unleashed. Anderson with a massive advantage of bowling last on this end and having the lead. I mean, this is the kind of scenario where you think that Brett Wilkie would be happy to take one and take a half in the set.
Well, I had Wilkie down for the set, Quentin, until that drive. That was magnificent.
Well, we've still got a lot of bowls to come, but with no disrespect to what we've seen up to this point, great to see the best bowls of the tournament being played on the big day. This has been easily the best match of the 6 that we've brought you from the Australian Indoor in 2010 to date. Let's hope it continues on its current course.
He's a superstar, Wilkie. You know, a lot of players would have been gutted after thinking, oh, now, does the big man unleash?
Target.
Does he unleash at these two? I think he should. I think he will. Will he go big?
Well, those bowls are trembling anyway.
No, he's drawing.
They'll still be trembling because they might get hit later on.
Oh, Wilkie now has a set lie. Oh, he doesn't want to block the drive. That's okay, round the back.
Oh, now Wilkie's got to go for cover, hasn't he?
I think he might put in a block, Quentin. I think he might try to protect the two. The worst thing Brett could do would broaden the target. He doesn't want to go too close.
Running for cover out there.
Sneak around the back, cover and count. That would be okay. Problem is the 2 yellows can go without jack movement. Now stand back, he must go now. Fire up. Start your engines.
Oh, those bowls have been trembling.
Big Jimmy. Flat out up the centre line.
I love the way that he knows he's going to make this shot, but takes his time still. Doesn't get excited. There's Harrison, watching on. So Anderson has one after this. Wilkie has the next bowl.
Oh, it's a draw grip. He's trying to draw.
Well, we're going to have to call the ambulance if he makes it.
Oh, no, he's just
a long way down from this commentary box to the surface.
He's trying to split the bowl. He's playing a conversion way. That's a tough shot on the carpet. Very tough shot. Very low percentage on the forehands. A real swooper of a hand. It's hard to get the right line.
No, I'm just glad they didn't make a draw shot, Shuey. Don't know who's going to commentate the rest of the match.
Look, you wouldn't. He's got that much ability, you wouldn't know what he's going to play. He's capable of playing it. Wes, look at Wes.
Well, what does Wilkie do?
He's got no idea.
Well, he's got to play to assume that he hits it. And perhaps behind on the line to beat that bowl at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 shots that he should be considering. Plan A, maybe, Quentin. I agree with you. There would be brilliant.
Well, there's a first as well.
Plan B, there.
Right at the top. We just couldn't see that. Again, Shuey, if you could, you missed a scribbling. There we go. Right at the top of the screen.
Right at the very top. You don't want it, when you play a block, good tactical tip for our many bowling, don't put it too close to the target. At least a metre short or more. Don't put it. Oh, he's playing backhand. He's going to cover the spot. Now Jimmy will rip the 2 bowls out. The jack may not move. Always better to have the shots there, though, Quentin. Always better. I would much rather be in Brett Wilkie's shoes right now than Jamie Anderson. He's got the spot covered on the right as we're looking. Now the jack probably goes the other side.
Well, this first set has deserved a big finish. It almost feels like the finish of the match here, the way it's been so tight. It's only the first set, but boy, it's been good. Now, where's that jack finished up? It's going to be Wilkie's because the respot will come back to, yes, bottom left of screen as we can see it. Brett Wilkie takes the first set. Well, Wilkie covered the wrong spot and still got the shot. Can you believe that? He went the opposite side of the rink to where the jack went. Yes, 1 goal it is. There was just a pregnant pause there to see as to whether or not. So that's in fact, well, it's drawn the set, just to be right correct there. We thought, oh no, he's missed it and Wilkie's got the set. No, Wilkie's got a shot to halve the set. So 7-all. Well, how dramatic was that first set? To continue the commentary for the rest of the match, Stewie will be joined by Steve Rebellion.
Well, more of the same, please. What a first set. A little look into the future of Australian men's bowls, perhaps, with this man, Jamie Anderson. If the quality of his play and the intensity of his purpose is anything to go by. And how about this first bowl of the second set? What a drawn first set does, I suppose, is it doesn't change anything for either player. They both need still to win the second set.
Might be a drawn second set, Steve. Tiebreaker. Sure, the crowd here would love it. I'm sure our viewers are enjoying this high-quality match.
In the tiebreaker, 2-all and 2 resting touches. We'll just keep going.
It has happened.
I think the really encouraging thing for Jamie Anderson and his family and his friends and his club is that, you know, he's not been overwhelmed by the occasion here. This is the final of the most prestigious indoor event in the country. That's young Harry. I reckon that little spike, he could open a can with that. It's rock hard.
Yeah, he's mentally tough. Jamie Anderson, Steve, that's the one thing I really like about him. His arousal levels, his psych levels, they stay fairly constant. He doesn't get too carried away.
Young Harry's having a great time. He's just loving it. He's so proud. And
might be a future Australian representative himself after watching here today and also in the semi-final.
Around the back door, nearly.
They're making the game look easy, 30 metres away, and they're just peppering the area of the jack. Oh, I think he might play a backhand here, narrow for the grapefruit out for 4, Steve. This is a big chance here, I think, for Jimmy. This bowl here is holding him out. That is the shot. If he could remove it, he'd be holding 4. On the backhand, you draw to this area, you come through as a draw shot and just roll that bowl 4 or 5 rolls, stay for counter 4. He's shaping up on the forehand. He's obviously trying to trail the jack for 3.
He has to play the shot that from the mat he feels he has the best chance with.
He's playing very firm for the bowl, but it will not turn on this forehand toward the club with weight.
Well, as you said more than once, Shuey, a bit sticky out there, just won't come in.
Yeah, he said, why didn't it pull? Why didn't it turn? That's just this little idiosyncrasy with this television rink at Tweed until you've played on it a few times. He thought he had it, but it just refused to turn.
Wilkie
happy with
cautious. Yeah. Takes a single out of the first end of the second set, does Brett Wilkie. Top seed, favourite to win it, but what a contest he's got on his hands here with Jamie Anderson. Big Jimmy. This will be a match-long test of temperament, Chewy. If they stay close like this, who's going to be the one to crack and make the bad decision?
I don't think either of them, Steve. 65%. It's the thing I've been most impressed about with his mental toughness, Jamie Anderson. We know Wiz can hold tough in a crisis. There was no better shot under pressure you'll ever see in the second last end of the first set when Jamie had that drive and only had a one-bowl target. So accurate. Obviously a very confident individual.
Brett Wilkie saying you're going to have to keep playing well, my friend. Take this title from me.
Yes, it's not a matter of necessarily to win a big title, of playing the brilliant shots. It's just cutting out any bad ones, any loose bowls.
Jamie's setup, as we've observed, is most unusual, Shui, but the follow-through is classic, really, isn't it? The long arm coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest he change at all, except maybe drop the back knee a little bit lower if he can, or take the shoulders just a tad lower. He just drops the bowl.
I understand he did try to change his technique, but played poorly when he did. And
yeah, I wouldn't change the technique in terms of his setup on the mat or the way he takes line and length. Oh, there's a nice juicy target. It's quite a bizarre technique. He's very open, the bowl's out to the side, but the backswing and the follow-through is good, but he just dumps the bowl. Just watch the little drop. It's just that bounce, I think. When you get on the very, very fast greens, when you need pinpoint touch, under pressure, that technique can let you down a little bit. And see, he drops just short. That's a very easy conversion shot, and he's dropped short.
Wilkie needs to maybe change this.
Yeah, trail it. Imagine you're one down. Trail the jack as softly as possible. The Wiz is on track here, Steve, to score a full count of 4. Blow this second set right open.
Too softly.
Don't think it touched the jack. It's not a toucher. Now he's just got to smash those grapefruit in half. It just
looks like a pawnbroker's sign now, doesn't it?
Stan Wiz knows. Look out, my poor yellow bowls. Please don't crack them in half. I've seen plenty of these missed though, Steve. It's a big target, but
start of a Grand Prix. Gentlemen, start your engines and drive. Oh, gee, that bounced. It's accurate, is it? No! Oh, dear. Please, you've seen one more missed.
yeah, it's just the pressure. I thought he might have went with his previous delivery. Again, it's the big drop.
It's a little clumsy out of the hand. Great follow through down the line he wanted, but this will hurt, even if Wilkie doesn't add. It'll hurt Wilkie if he doesn't. And Brett, gentle. Oh, goodness. Well, there you are. You throw a hanky over those 4, and that is a 4. And Wilkie has suddenly got quite a good hold as he smiles at his opponent. Nice to see. It's being played in the very best of spirits. And 4 to Wilkie, 5 is the lead. Fourth end, second set, and the big man is in big trouble. Jamie Anderson's got to play the next few ends the best he possibly can. get himself back into the match. Winner of the second set takes the title.
He does have enough ends to do that, Steve. He's got to win this end, though, and then just play last and basically win every remaining end of this second set.
Oh, Wilkie.
He can't do anything wrong now, can he, after that drive on the previous end?
Thoughts crossed my mind how unfair it would be if Jamie got swamped here in the second set because he's played so well. But Wilkie, if he gets a run on, hard to stop. Good effort. It was a good effort from Katrina Wright as well, the winner of the Women's Australian Indoor, so she can add that to the Australian Open Outdoors, and that's a handy little double. The winning shot from Katrina was some kind of effort in the tie-break.
Measure, favour the blue.
Another good thing about Jamie's temperament, Shui, is that if he's disappointed with a bowl, the disappointment doesn't stay with him. He sort of lets it go.
And that's important. Otherwise, it's like your mind's like a pressure cooker. It just builds up and builds up that pressure, and you just crack.
Wilkie. Oh. Well, speaking of pressure cookers, he's popped Jamie back inside one with that last shot.
Even if this is a runaway score, Steve, I'm certain it's not going to be the last time we see Jamie Anderson on the big stage. He's got the ticker, he's got the shots, certainly got the temperament and the ability to. I'm sure our viewers have been thrilled to watch him play in the semi-final and today in the final. It's been a marvellous exhibition. Wanthella Bowls Club. Steve, I have a question. Which state and whereabouts is Wanthella?
He looks like a Western Australian to me.
He is.
And Wanthella has 9 letters, so I'm going to put it near Geraldton, which also has 9 letters.
10 out of 10. He went down. Eddie Dodd from Wanthella in Geraldton reached the quarter-final as a qualifier in WA, went down to Wilkie. Magnificent performance, 6-7, 5-6, after defeating Jared Beath, Australian squad player, and Jesse Nerona from Warilla. Oh, a little slice on the jack, that's 2. Marvellous performance from Eddie Dodd from Wanthella in Geraldton.
Well done, Eddie. And well done, Brett Wilkie, who's added another couple in the 4th end, and he's waltzing along in the second set with it all tied up in the first. Well, fans are loving it. A little surprised, I think, at the way the second set's unfolded compared to that 7-all first. I have the feeling Jamie Anderson's never too far from a multiple score, but my goodness, he needs it now. He needs 9 shots in 5 ends. There's one.
Just took the trophy off to put your name on it.
Well, he's just referring to the fact that officials have just picked up the trophies and taken them for a walk to do something with them. And he's over his shoulder, he said to Brett, "I've just taken the trophy to put your name on it." Well, he mustn't think like that. He's trying to get up there for a second. Yeah.
Wiz might really exert his authority over this second set, Steve, and run the jack in the ditch or try to convert early. He must be feeling really good. He's got 3 bowls still to play. He may not elect just to build this head. Orthodox tactic. Get close before playing weight. He must be feeling like a winner at the moment, Wilkie. 9-0.
Might be feeling a bit of pressure, though, if Jamie adds a third here.
Oh, I think he just belted, Steve. The jack is available on the centre line saying, "Come and get me." It's number 3.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a slight gap between the jack, but I think he'll go big firm weight, Steve. This is the time to attack and
Playing that tricky in-between weight. Away it goes, and swing and a miss. Is running out of bullets. Yes.
What would you do here, Steve? Draw a fourth or cover the back?
Well, it's obvious what Wilkie's going to do. So
He might miss again.
I'd 3, and you're chasing 9. 3's a good start. I'd be covering, I think. But I'm not playing.
Well, he's not taking your advice. He's going for the
nor
4.
Nor should he. Nor should he.
He's got the 4. Wilkie's got 1 to play. Oh, he's pushed it back.
It was in and then it was out, I think. So, okay, hit it now. It's good. It's good. I tell Wilkie might drive hard enough to get through him.
Last bowl rule.
There's a gap. There is a gap. He could get for a share.
Jamie, he's in your camp. Sure, he doesn't like the last bowl rule.
No.
What's he got? Won't be coming across as much as last time. He might. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. That does make it interesting. So there looks to be 3 there.
It's not a very good end for Jamie.
But is it 4?
What was it? I didn't have a look. Feeling all right?
Oh!
Feeling all right?
A centimetre.
This one. 4.
He wants 4. No, there's 2 gone. The's 3. And it is 4. Well, there you go. Even Brett Wilkie, on top of his game, can drop a 4. And goodness me, that's opened the door for Anderson. Big style. Seven shots is the lead for Brett Wilkie. 2/3 of the way through the second set, so surely he can wrap it up. Anderson, what's the minimum he needs here, Shuey?
3.
Best not to be short when you're chasing big numbers. Brett Wilkie continues to just pepper the jack. Should we just recap for our viewers really why you think it is that Brett's come on so well in the last couple of years, champion singles and other Australian Open singles in 09?
He's changed his attitude a little bit. He was a dour, serious sort of player, just a leader, lovely guy, nice guy, but didn't really have the killer. He really couldn't put his foot on the opponent's throat. And
The last ball in race to Jack, please.
6 inches in front of Jack.
And the other bowl?
The other bowl's 19 inches.
Thank you.
And I spoke to Brett at length about his body language, looking more positive, looking more assertive, looking like a world champion that he is today, and to play a more aggressive game. The game's changed so much, and Brett was always a defensive player, just steady, play a variety of positions, 73%, that's terrific stuff. And he's the full package now, Steve. He's got all the shots. He dropped one bad 4 in this final, but he won't worry about that. Nobody will remember. And have his name on the trophy. So he's still a nice guy, but now he's got that fierce determination and the real killer instinct that you need. And he's not afraid to attack when required. Never really had a big drive a few years ago. He just played conversion weights, but now he's got all the shots. This is tough for Jimmy. He's got 3 short bowls and he needs more than one.
Well, the seating committee looks to have got it right. The top man is close to claiming the title. So can Brett Wilkie add his name to the Australian Indoor list of winners? It's a very handsome trophy, isn't it? Steve Glasson, a 9-time winner. But not so recently, with Leif Selby, Calvin Kirko there, Anthony Keepy. But Glass, I don't know that anyone will ever win it 9 times again, Shuey.
I don't think so, Steve. There's too many good players around. He's got to remove the shot bowl. This is the last roll of the dice, Steve. He's got to get Wilkie's bowl out and stay with weight.
Promote something. Oh, got a strong rebound of the jack from the Wilkie bowl, but it still looks like yellow holding and 1 yellow to come.
Bad luck, mate.
And
Good in that second set.
that's
Last bowl, eh? Yeah, you got that last bowl.
if he gets 2 here, take him to 13-4, he can't be caught. So this is for the match. He could do it with 2 ends to spare. So Wilkie, is he aware? He must be aware that he's actually drawing for the title. Can he take this opportunity? Oh, I don't think he's sent it. He hasn't. He hasn't quite. Oh, in fact, he nearly gave the shot away.
Well, the ball's falling out.
Oh.
Still just 1.
It's 1, and he's 12-4. And Jamie Anderson needs 2 full counts to squeeze into a tiebreak. So that's the almost impossible scenario facing Big Jimmy. Tidy sum for the winner of $6,000. I'll pay a few bills. $3,000 for the runner-up.
His employer, Jamie Anderson, is very good to him. He works 12-hour shifts in the manufacturing industry in Brisbane and works up some hours so he can get away to play some major events. And it's very good to have the support of your employer. Well, the 4's still on. Slice the jack. Just trail it 30 centimetres for 3. That's okay.
He was looking for it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just tuck it around there.
4 still on. Very hard to pick up a bare jack, especially over a long end.
I guess he couldn't roll the jack short in case Wilkie just picked it up and drove it, which would have been tempting.
Oh, well. The shot is still there.
Who's got it, Jamie?
Side cut.
Side cut. You just heard him say. It is there.
Side cut for 4, Wiz.
He's telling Brett Wilkie what he's going to do. A side cut for 4. He's going to come in and try and slice that jack over to here. His bowl finishes around this area. And he's got the whole lot.
Well, you've got to tell yourself it's possible. And wife Benny and son Harrison will hope that it is. And likely the last bowl of the final.
Close.
Unless he can get this side cut.
Side cut for 4. Side cut for 4.
Oh, he's got it!
He might have it too.
It's only 3.
It is only 3. But
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
what a great finish. And what a great nature he's got, Jamie Anderson. And we'll see more of him. But the title in 2010 belongs to Brett Wilkie. Oh, great final. Terrific bowls, especially that first set. And Brett Wilkie claims the title of Australian Indoor Champion. Brett Wilkie talking now with Morgan Kazmarek.
Thanks, Steve. Well, Brett, congratulations on the win today. After making the semis last year, how does it feel to win it today?
It's good to go the extra step. I've actually marked the final the last few years, so it was good to actually be out on the green and play in the final. So to win was just a bonus, and full credit to Jamie. He played a great game, and I was just lucky enough to get home in the end.
And it was so close in the first set, a draw. What were you thinking going into the second?
Yeah, well, it could have gone either way. I knew I was happy the way I played. Just had a couple of sort of bad ones here or there. I thought if I can eliminate them bad ones and keep the pressure on, hopefully I can get a good start in the second. So lucky enough, I got a breakaway and kept it.
You did get off to a very good start in the second. You had a 9-love lead at one point. Did it trouble you when your opponent got a full count on the fifth end?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed myself if I had 2 goes at trying to stop him from getting 4, and I missed both, so I was a bit disappointed with that. But you put that behind you and knuckle down and concentrate on the next end, and I was happy to get the next end up.
Well, it was a great performance, and congratulations again.
All right, thank you.
That takes us away from the Australian Indoor at Tweed Heads, but we look forward to your company again soon on Super Series Bowls. Goodbye for now.